Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube video. My name is Shireen Warren, and in this video I want to speak to you guys about 5 signs that you are on your healing journey. This video is part of a 5-day wellness self-improvement series. If you've started the work of identifying things that you need to change, things that you would like to improve about yourself along your self-improvement journey, then it's always great to know that you're on the right path. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, please like, and please share this with a friend. Let's get into the video. My first powerful sign that I know for a fact I'm healing along this healing journey is that my triggers and my patterns don't have the same effect on me that they used to, and I have an awareness of what's actually happening before I respond or react. You'll know straight away that this isn't going to work on you like it used to, because you actually pause in your thought process and you have an awareness of what's happening. So your brain actually processes the environment, what's happening, how the person's talking to you, how they're coming across, what they're saying, and how it used to affect you. It's no longer affecting you. So this is actually showing that you have mental toughness and that you will have the ability to observe and process what's happening and then decide to respond. Or you might find, actually, I'm not going to respond to this kind of behavior. Sometimes just walking away from those situations can do a lot of good for you and for the other person. If you're someone who has road rage, someone performing a dangerous maneuver that you would probably in your past version of yourself had got really upset about, you would probably be beeping your horn, swearing at them, all that, you just kind of let it go now, like you let it fizzle away. You don't let it affect you like it used to affect you. That is a sign that you're healing. That is a sign that you are becoming a better version of yourself. And this doesn't mean you're perfect. This doesn't mean you're not going to make any more mistakes. It just means that you're observant. You're able to identify when things are making you feel unsettled. And instead of reacting straight away, you're actually able to process the information and make adjustments where you need to. This is going to be the best way to start to break bad habits, break cycles that you've been stuck in for a really long time. The best practice that I've been using for myself is actually thinking to myself, how would the better version of Shireen respond to this situation? I actually visualize myself, and literally I can see the higher version of me looking at me, and they don't even need to say anything. When I can see myself as the higher version of me, I know what deserves my time, what deserves my energy, and what doesn't deserve my time and what doesn't deserve my energy. And speaking to my higher version or my younger self is a lot easier to help me understand where I am along my journey and how much more work needs to be done. Awareness of your triggers and your patterns and how to overcome being triggered and how to break bad habits and cycles and bad patterns. Number 2 is other people's perception of you. You care a lot less about what other people think of you. I have to say, today I went to work with my natural hair out like this. I'm 31 years old. Can someone please tell me why at 31 I've only just now had the confidence to leave my house after having my hair in a natural hairdo and go into a corporate white collar environment and feel absolutely fine. And do you know what? I had so many compliments about my hair today. Whether they were genuine, I don't know, but I felt good about me. I felt good about having the confidence to actually leave the house with my hair out in a natural state. There was a time that I would not leave the house with my hair like this. I would not leave the house without either a wig, a hat, or a headscarf. There was no way that anyone was going to see my natural hair. Looking back on how far you've come, understanding where you are on your journey and how much you've progressed, I know I'm only going to be making decisions that are in alignment with where I need to be in the future. So again, visualizing the higher version of Shireen, seeing her in all her glory, thinking of all the things that she's accomplished and how calm and serene she is. And that's what I'm fighting to become every single day. And that is what helps me to also know that I'm walking along my own path, and that everyone isn't supposed to be with me along my journey. There's people that are going to come drifting in, drifting back out to teach me. This is all a learning process, and I'm embracing that, and I'm enjoying the people that are here for the moment while I'm along my path. One thing that I've started to do is, rather than feel like everyone has to come with me, cling on to everyone, don't let go of anyone. We have to allow people to come in to our space and environment because that's part of their journey. And sometimes our journeys intertwine and sometimes they go different ways, and that's okay. You know that you care less about other people's perception of you when you are in alignment with your own path, in alignment with your own wants, needs, and you aren't eager to people please. You aren't eager to impress people that you once were. It's not that you're carefree. It's just that you're not too consumed by wanting people to like you. You're okay being you on your own by yourself without feeling like being alone means you are lonely. There's a difference between being alone and being lonely. And me being on my healing journey, that's something that I've identified quite. It took me a while to identify it, if I'm being completely honest, but I now know that I'm loved, I'm cherished. There are people in my life that love me so much, and I'm really grateful for that. And I'm grateful for the friendship groups that I have that I can tap into whenever I do feel a little bit lonely. I know now that I have higher self-esteem because I can reflect on things that I used to do before, and I can reflect on things that made me feel less than and made me feel as though I wasn't enough. And I can look at those things and identify where I was going wrong and hopefully start to break those patterns. I'm not seeking approval from anyone. I'm not seeking validation from anyone. I'm not asking for permission to be myself. I'm being me, and I have great confidence in who I am now, whereas before I didn't really know who I was and I was serving everyone else, and I was trying to upkeep the version of Shireen that other people had in their minds instead of just fully embracing who I am right here, right now, which I'm grateful for. I also want to say that there's no pretending anymore. I don't feel like I need to pretend. Like when you think of people who buy Chanel purses compared to people who buy fake Chanel purses, the people who are finding money to buy fake Chanel purses are trying to keep up some kind of image. I don't feel like I need to do anything like that. This is actually true. I have feeler trainers. Everyone is on like this crazy Nike hype. I want to buy what makes me feel good about me, what feels like is allowing me to embrace my authentic style. So it's not about trying to keep up with the Joneses. It's about you being you and walking along your path, your journey, and being authentic to yourself. Number 4 is a big one for me, and I struggle to do this quite often, but forgive myself, allowing myself to forgive myself. Mistakes happen. I'm not perfect. I'm doing the best I can on a daily basis, and I'm embracing the new version of me, and I'm not going to be self-critical. I'm not going to do all the self-negative talk. Okay, there's going to be times when we fluctuate between having good days, having bad days, but overall, I'm making an effort to have more good days than bad days. I'm trying to stop myself in my tracks when I know that I'm getting into a negative cycle. And this isn't to say we're going to be perfect. This is us identifying where we've been going wrong for so long and making the changes where we can. Life is an experimentation. Let's just think of it as experimenting. We're not always going to be at the win. Sometimes we've got to go through the process of learning, understanding that everything we go through is part of the process, is part of the development to become amazing. When you have a scientist in a lab, they're going to be doing a lot of experiments before they get to their end goal, and you have to think of your own life in that way as well. My 5th and final sign that you are successful in your healing journey right here, right now, is that you have balance. Balance in the sense that you have all these different things going on, but you don't feel that you're depleted all the time. You're not always tired. You have enough energy to keep going, and you have enough energy to juggle. Because let me tell you guys, I'm the queen of juggling. I'm a full-time mom. I work full-time. I run my business. I'm writing a book right now. I'm doing these YouTube videos. Like, I'm doing so much, but I find the time to do it, and I don't feel depleted when I'm doing it. Also, I make the time to have breaks now, which I wasn't doing before. I have time to have breaks. I'm scheduling holidays, which I never used to do, and I feel full. I'm making time for friendships. I'm making time to go out with friends and do all that good stuff that you're supposed to be doing. And these are the things that are making me feel whole as a person. There's not going to be any time that you have balance when you're juggling. Something is going to have to give more to one thing than the other. And I feel balance is about sacrificing things and identifying what in this moment needs to be having more attention than anything else. Most of the time it's Keo, to be honest. Most of my attention is with Keo. But I find that some things I can do while I'm with him instead of having it as an either or. The most important thing that I've learned to do is have time for self-care. Self-care is what keeps everything else together. So if I'm making time to do my morning routine, it's a must for me, because I noticed I don't feel my best if I'm not sticking to my morning routine. I have to make sure I'm having time to write and express my emotions and write down how I'm feeling. For you, it might be going to a spa, going to get your nails done, anything that is time for you, just for you on your own. It's going to be great along your healing process. It's going to be great along your healing journey. And every now and then, just check in with yourself. Just say, how am I feeling today? Have I done any mirror work? So something I like to do is go up to the mirror, put my hands on the mirror and give myself a kiss. Sounds corny, I know, but it actually works. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel grounded. Being around good people, good energy always keeps you grounded as well. So that is my 5th and final sign that you are on your healing journey and it's a success and you're doing all the right things. Keep up the good work. It takes time. To be honest, the healing journey never ends. So these are things that we're going to have to keep up with on a daily basis. I hope you enjoyed the video today. I enjoyed doing this video today. Stay tuned for the rest of my self-improvement videos. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like, please subscribe, and please share with a friend. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.